Oh, hey guys! Man. So, I survived Wyoming. Somehow. I survived it. Don't know how. It was trying its best to hold me hostage. Don't ask me how I got out. No idea. Oh, man. It's been a long day. So I was pretty much stuck in Laramie. Well, okay. So, shut down Laramie Thursday night. Really? Wow. And now he's trying to tell me the story of his people. Shut down Laramie Thursday night. It was Saturday afternoon about 2 or 3. Really? Come here. He's being a crybaby. Look at this! Look at this! Look at this fat cat! Look at it! He didn't like that at all. But yeah, it opened up Saturday at like 2 or 3. And I was like, fuck, I hit the road, because I was like, I need her to get out of here. Cat? Do you mind? Trying to record a video here. We don't need your paw literally covering the camera. I was like, I'm gonna try to get out of here. Well, I even waited like a couple hours. I was like, I'll wait a couple hours, so I think like an hour and a half before I hit the road. I would have shut down somewhere else, but closer, because the road stayed open for a whole whopping like 2 hours total. Okay, so I left an hour after it opened because it stayed open for like 2:04, like 2 hours and 4 minutes. That's what it stayed open for. Boy, and I got from Laramie, cat. Well, come on. Psst. Do you mind? You can't lay there. Fuck off, asshole. Hey, this is the shit I gotta deal with. Well, come on. Oh, without pulling the phone. The way you get down from there is interesting. But, okay, let me readjust this. He bumped it. That's a little bit better. Not much. I mean, obviously it's fucking nighttime. It's dark. No, I'm not on nights yet. I'm probably gonna try again. But I made it from Laramie because I was at the Petro. That's where I pretty much stayed the 4 days. Lived out of Petro. Went from Petro to the Wagon Hound exit. So what was that, like 267? Some shit like that. But I made it, I was like at 268. That's where I got stopped. It was like 267 and a half. And I was shut down the road for about, hour, 30, 40 minutes. Cat, what are you doing? Don't disturb me like that. What are you doing? What a dick. Like, of all the ways he could get on the dash, up in my lap, jump over, up into his little box. I literally have a box for bed. That when I bought him more food, I kept the box. I literally bought him a blanket to go in the box. That he had no problem jumping in there. But no. Like, as soon as I pull out the camera, it never fails. Like, it's just, he's got to be in the way. One of his traits. But yeah, so I got to like 267 and a half. And I ended up sitting there for like an hour and a half, and they pretty much brought us to the exit. Well, was like waving people through. At the same time, too, though, they're trying to back people like out from where they were, and like to get them to the ramp. That way they can get some people in to the scene, but also get people off the exit because it was packed up past the exit. So it was a little bit of a headache because they would move, and then all of a sudden you sit there for like 20 minutes, and they would move like 3 truck lanes, and they'd sit there for 20 minutes. I was like, what the fuck's going on here? Oh, now you went to your box? Really? Asshole. You're lucky you loved. Or just look at me like that. Remember, I'm the one that feeds you, dick. But more light required, it says. I don't know. Let's see. Does this help? Nobody asked you. I know. Nobody asked you. What a whiner. What a whiner. Well, come here. Or just sit there. He knows what time it is. He knows it's almost bedtime. I mean, usually it is bedtime by this point, but I'm being like, since I've been in this truck, my days are slowly getting like longer and longer. Where it moves more towards nighttime. And I'm a nocturnal person anyway, so this kind of bugs me. Cause like I'm having to fight against my body wanting to stay up now. Huh. But yeah, Petro, I don't know, like, the first couple days, God, it was like it was empty. Like, it was fucking empty. I could throw a rock just randomly over my head and it would fucking lay in an empty spot. I mean, it was probably like, what, 60% full? But they opened those roads, because they also opened, all of it was open for about 2 hours. So you had everybody from Cheyenne, well, pretty much from, let's say Cheyenne, get over there, and then immediately get turned right back around. And then Laramie and Cheyenne was closed at this point, both directions. So right into Laramie, you had so many trucks. Petro became packed, like packed. I was lucky I got there early, because it's like they were still having people like getting people turn around to Laramie. It was just, if there's a spot, if you're sitting there, like getting out was, my God, getting out was a fucking pain, because you had trucks. So you're pulling off the street, right? And it's like a street, like an actual street. Then they turn in off to get to the fuel, right? But they had trucks parked on both sides of that street. I'm not talking about curves. I'm talking about the street, pretty much the entrance, pretty much. Just call it the entrance, but it looks like a street. But they had, do you mind? You gotta use the letterbox? We'll go use it. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was blocking it. Yeah, that was my bad. I kept feeling him like dig his head into my ankle trying to figure out how to get around. And I thought he wanted just to rub on me or whatever, or get underneath my feet to the pedals. But no, he really wanted to use the litter box. He was trying to dig hard through my ankle that was just in his way, as if he can't just climb over it like any other day. Well, use it. I'm just playing it. Damn toddler. I parked the second time. I parked over in a reserve spot. So I was like, I want a closer spot than what it was last time. I mean, last time I was in the road directly behind the shop. I lined up with the shop. I mean, it wasn't a far walk, but I wanted a little less walk. So I parked over there on the corner right next to the big building where some of the reserves are. You already know the chapel. And benefit is when the roads are closed, reserve parking isn't really going to be paid. Like, they're just going to, like, if it's a spot you can fit, just fucking fit in it. Hey, what are you doing? We're not playing in it. Got a fucking toddler in this truck. But I started getting a little stir crazy. Fuck, what day is it? It's Monday night. No, Tuesday night. Wow. Started getting crazy yesterday on Sunday and Sunday. Luckily though, they is it? It is Tuesday night, right? Yeah. It's 31st. I'm gonna hear him dig around a little bit. He decided to stop playing it now and actually use it. But they opened it Monday afternoon about 3 o'clock, and I was sitting there. I was like, well, I didn't know. Okay, so they opened it about actually like 2-ish, 1400-ish. Anyways, I didn't know that because I was eating. Like, I know they opened the Rollins to the border. I was like, cool, both directions. I was like, but I didn't know they were gonna open Oak Mountain. Oak Mountain didn't look great. But my contact also messaged me, and she's like, so Wyoming is open, question mark? And I was like, I looked, I was like, I guess, it appears so. It must have just recently happened, because, yeah, cover that, Stinky. So I tell her, like, I'm just gonna sit here and head out tomorrow morning. I'll get up like super early. In my head, I'll say like 2-3 o'clock, right? Get up real early. Oh my God, Cat! Fuck, did you die? Holy shit! You took a shit and it just fucking hit my nose hard. Well, come on, go clean your booty hole. I don't want to smell that. Damn. What did you kill in you? But I was sitting there for about 10 minutes because I was in the middle of eating, watching a show, and I was like sitting there and thinking. I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna head out." I sent a message saying, "Actually, I'm gonna head out." She's like, "That's probably a good idea." I was playing with fire either way because in my head I was like, I want to be on the road with less traffic, but there's no guarantee the road will be open tomorrow. Now, part of the issue is, okay, so you had high winds, blizzard warning, pretty much. It wasn't really snowing. It was just the amount of winds and all the snow. It was pretty, like, Wyoming. Part of Wyoming's problem is, like, today, for example, like, I was whiting people out driving at highway speeds just because of the blowing snow across the road. I'm throwing it up, and it's so thick that I'm only able to see one headlight and maybe a corner of a car until it gets up through that. So I'm whiting out people. So that's what I'm saying. Blizzard warning, it wasn't because of snow, it's because of that. It was 60 to 70 mile an hour winds, like 40 mile an hour sustained winds, which, that just means you're going to have a very, very bad day. It was like 40 miles an hour sustained winds, like 60 to 75 mile an hour gust. And it seemed to be also, with all the snow being picked up, the whiteout, where every couple of minutes you could, like, 50 feet visibility wasn't there. It just went poof. It was like, you go from a quarter mile, 300 feet, then every couple minutes you lose it. Full visibility pretty much lost. So 50 feet, that's nothing. I mean, you're pretty much blind. Well, you had a truck blow people's doors out doing about 70. And I don't know if he lost it, somebody pulled out in front of him. Either way, he didn't know how to handle the fucking speed based on what he was doing on the road. So, which, contrary to popular belief, speed is not the biggest issue out here. It's the pacing, or the spacing. Because you can go fast if you know how and when to slow down. Speed is probably the second biggest problem. It's the spacing. But that's debatable too to a lot of people. So, but yeah, just getting her started up too with the Opti Idol. Like a champ. But yeah, he started at a pile up. There's two, so it seems to be there was like one in the front where he was. It was like 20 to 25, and then there was another one somewhere in the middle or the rear. From people trying to stop and avoid him and avoid the mess, and it just caused another one. But it was about 50 vehicles total. One person died, and that's what held us up. But Friday and Saturday, it was like, I don't know, like it was just a lot of wind. Really, was caused it all having no visibility. But then you got more snow over the weekend, and then it had this Arctic blast cut through that just. Like it was negative 20. I think average over the fucking weekend. It fucking sucked. I don't know. I did a lot of gaming inside the truck. Also ate a lot of Iron Skillet, which is just like a shitty fucking Denny's of wannabe, pretty much. I don't like Denny's. I'll eat it, but it's not good food. But I'll eat shitty food, I don't care, but it's not good food. Like, and this is probably worse than Denny's. It says a lot, because at least Denny's understands what some seasoning is. Iron Skillet, it's not about the blandest fucking mashed potatoes ever. Like, at least put salt and pepper on them. At least salt and pepper. Something. But I ate that 4 days in a row. I think that's the most I've ever ate Iron Skillet the whole time I've been trucking, because I don't do that. had whitefish. That was good. Lemon pepper whitefish. A little strong on the seasoning there, ironically, but it was good. Really juicy too. Their fucking patty melt though was delicious. It's a patty melt half-pound cheeseburger, and I ordered it with extra cheese. So I got 2 slices of Swiss cheese, one on the top, one on the bottom. Fucking delicious. But again, the blandest fucking fries. I mean, whatever. I'll take a half win on that one. I'd want that patty melt again. Just it's by itself was worth it. Psst. You feel better? He's just sitting on the floor. I went, psst, and he just goes, huh. Yeah. Yeah, but that kind of fucked up my whole week though. This coming week. Like I said, it's Tuesday now. It's the 31st. Like I am on another load. I did a round trip through Wyoming. Made it through. I hammered down though. I was like, we're not. I'm 47 pounds. Hammer down. I don't care about this wind. This wind's not. No, it's. I like being from Wyoming. It's. I wasn't worried about it. It did slap me a couple times, just coming off the hill or come off a cliff or whatever. But whatever. It wasn't scary at all. But I was on a cookie load that was supposed to, like that previous load that I picked up at Winchester. I was supposed to drop it in Logan. I was originally going to be Friday. I would immediately grabbed a relift from the same place, and I would have been doing a driver assist unload individual boxes. Pretty much the Pepperidge. They go to Pepperidge routes in Texas. I'm pretty much in the truck, tossing boxes down to like little I don't know, rolling belt things, little rollers down to the people down there, the drivers of those routes, and they grab them and sort them out and stuff like that. I'm just in the truck yanking, and they weigh anywhere from 5 to like 12 pounds each. That's like, it's a fucking workout. It's a workout. It was gonna be on a reefer fucking trailer this time, so I mean there was that. Because once you get once half of the trailer's done, you get no airflow, so it fucking sucks. Like I did in the dry van trailer last time. Horrible. Also, it was back in what? October? Early November? I don't remember. It was fucking hot. I mean, it was mid-70s, 80s degrees. Yeah, I mean, it's not Texas hot, but it was hot when you're inside a fucking hot box, pretty much. It's hot. Yeah, I know that's not what the real hot box is, but that was literally a hot box. It's just a dry van. There is no installation, so it's just sun beating down with like a little metal roof, tin aluminum roof. 6. Especially when there's no airflow. I felt like I was dying. But I lost that. That would have, if I was able to do that load, I would have taken home, even with the extra like truck payment taken out of the $850, because I gotta pay for the truck when I'm home, right? That much payment, what? I think I said like $3,500. If they just still want me to do that load and just do it this week, if we're scheduled for this week, we're scheduled a couple of days, so I could have been down there Thursday and Friday, well, Wednesday and Thursday. I was only about a day behind overall, so not bad. But no, they took it off me. But if I had kept it, I would have came into this week with $4,000 in like ahead, and I would have maybe $8,000, and I would have that would have put me at $4,500 to expenses. So take away the extra $850, I'm looking at like 30s. Yeah, high 37s. I did the math. I don't remember all the numbers, but it was pretty good. That's why now I'm only gonna be looking at 65-ish. So it's like I lost about $1,000 I could have had. Grand take home kind of sucks, but I'll finish this week with what, $3,000. So I'll take home about $2,200 after the expenses, that extra truck payment. So it sucks. It's not a horrible check. Might be a little bit more. Might be. Like, I always kind of like, when I do what I estimate I'll make, I always kind of overshoot on fuel cost. Just to round up high, just because I decide to get a little lazy, or I'm trying to set myself up for like a little bit better next week or whatever. But I'm also decided I'm probably going to start running recaps till home time. Not really wanting to do that, but losing about 4 days, pretty much equivalent of a week. I need the extra cash flow, so I need to minimize downtime, and even just having a day and a half per week of extra downtime. If you do that right, that's 4 weeks. That's about another extra week it could have ran. So I'm going to start running the rest of it into the house as just recaps. That's what I did today. Like I did a little bit over because yesterday I only ran about 7.5. I ran 9 today, so it adds up, right? Yeah, I want to do about 8.5, but you can go a little bit over, but 8.5 is really what I want to do. And I'm 683 miles away from delivery, and this delivers Thursday afternoon, so it's like whatever. I mean, plenty of time. But I'm expecting, because this delivers Thursday, I'll get a load that's gonna probably deliver fucking Monday or something like that in Salt Lake area. I don't know. I should have 4 loads next week. Trucks, since the cap's heated up, truck's turning off. Should have 4 the following week. And I might have 3 the last week going home. Because, yeah, I'll be home March 3rd. But if I can survive Wyoming somehow, most likely I'm probably going back across Wyoming, because I am going to Carthage, so just above, or yeah, just outside Joplin, going to a brand new DC. It looks like, even though they have already a DC there, that DC is extremely busy, so this might be a smaller one just for extra, storage. Shriver? Yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna go get some food. I'm gonna have some Taco John's in this Sydney. I don't get to come out. I don't get to be here as much anymore as often as I was with JCT. So, and I like Taco John's. Yeah. But anyways, you guys stay safe out there. Catch you next time. Bye.